Let me get the stream up for the coaching. That's what I'm doing. Yeah. If they want individual stuff, they can reach out to me, I guess. I'm not the greatest coach, obviously, but we'll see how it goes. So I'm not the greatest coach. There's some pretty good coaches. Like all the pro coaches and stuff.
Ready for battle. Power.
Okay, alright, let's see how this goes then. So we are Soldier, APN, Caps, Proper, and Stinky. Oh, is this? Oh, this is versus Bubble Up. So Grin's playing Bubble Up. I see, I see. Hello? Replay? Let me fix these settings. So why is this not working? How do I fix this? Spectate? No. That's not what I wanted. Fuck. Alright, what was the code again? WZ. Yeah, but where is it? Oh, down here.
Ready for battle. Power. Ready.
Okay, but I want the interface that shows up. Jump to start. Toggle player list. No. This is fine for now. I'll figure it out on my off
Ready
time.
for battle. Ready for battle.
I like the comp if we're running the Soj, Kiri, Lucio. We gotta have Lucio Venture on an angle together and Soj and Kiri on an angle together. Ball doing his own thing.
Ready for battle.
So let's see if you guys do that.
Ready. Ready.
Bro, long ass start time.
Ready.
Oh, okay, there we go.
Ready for battle. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So yeah, we have a Lucio Venture off angling together. We have Sojourn and Kiri off angling together, creating two different angles. Ball on point. Pretty good so far. Okay, let's watch that again.
3, 2, 1.
It's an awkward fight here, especially with our comp. We're kind of just... yeah, we have Sojourn and Kiri up here. Kind of makes it hard for him to get angles down here. Because we're playing all in a small room. And their whole team just playing group together, so we kind of just get walked over in terms of that. If we were playing more in the open, we want to play with our Sojourn and Kiri's off angle capabilities on their LOS. Nice trade though. Still down one. Yeah, at this point we just reset, give him point.
The objective is now
Test it a bit, yeah. We do get a late pick, so we can come back in here pretty easily. Our primary target should be the Kiri and Lucio. So if we're not going on them, yeah. Okay, how'd that happen again? Let's see. You got picked off early again. They slam. Yeah, with the Lucio here, Lucio's probably the easiest target to dive here. We gotta care for our Lucio a bit in terms of probably Kiri's job to help keep him up and him help keep her up. So yeah, we just get picked off again. We're going on the Kiri, which is good. Alternatively, we can go on the Lucio still here too. Lucio's pretty in the open here. But ooh, that's a big boop. Yeah. Hey, Green. Nice pick on Lucio. I mean, we find to contest us out here, but might want to just reset here. As we're down and it seems like a losing fight. Unless we get like a crazy pick here or something, but... Again, remember our angles we want to keep. Most of the time engage is better, like 3, 2, 1. Okay, okay. Yeah, I think with the comp you guys are running, we want to make sure we're keeping Soj and Kiri on an angle together, Lucio Venture on the angle together, and then collapsing in when our ball dives in. By keeping the 2-2-1 split is kind of what our comp wants to do. And we run down the Lucio and Kiri. Yeah, bubble up, right? You're on bubble up. Yeah. And we can play group together with our comp. It's not the worst thing, but they're gonna mostly win the grouped up fights. I feel like because of the Genji and the power he provides to it. So keeping the 2-2-1 split might be better for us, especially with the Soj run in play. But we can see how it plays out. Yeah, it's like 3-2 split, but usually 3-2 splits with like Lucio and Tracer, and the rest of the team is like Ramattra, Sojourn, and something. But because we can't really, I mean, I feel like we can't take the head-to-head with you guys in the comp you guys are running. Probably 2-2-1 is probably better for our team if we're running this Venture Sojourn setup. Like, yeah, we're kind of split up here. So here our ball's slamming on the Lucio, and we're looking at their ball. You want to try to ignore their ball as much as possible. Like, we can boop them away with Lucio and drill dash if you really want to, but trying to engage and just ignore him entirely and just gun for the Lucio fight is kind of the goal here. So right now our ball is engaging by himself, and we're pretty split. Now our Venture's coming in.
Excavation initiation.
Big Venture ult. You should get Kiri here? Yeah, nice. So it worked out, but want to try to ignore their ball as much as possible. He's not really going to do much. If you call out his cooldowns, his grapple and his slam, you can kind of just boop him away or ignore him with Lucio. But there's no point focusing on him because he's just not going to do much. He's just going to disrupt. And our goal is to get the Lucio Kiri at least one of them every fight before they can get ours. Because these comps are kind of trading backlines. And our comp's more diveable because we have the Soj than their comp. So we want to kind of keep our Soj Kiri like grouped up. And Soj Kiri Lucio grouped up a little bit. Keep you all safe. Nice pack on the Lucio. Huge railgun. Yeah, we gotta get out of there once we get this Lucio there. We can re-engage. We can disengage and then re-engage once we're grouped up a bit more. But not the worst thing. Genji should die there. Yeah.
Disrupting.
Venture's back.
Area denial.
Yeah, the boops good. See, the boops are good there, keeping the ball away. But after that, we gotta like just completely ignore him and make sure we call out his slam and grapple. Because then once we call those out, and we know he can't do anything to us, like we're pretty free here. But like right here, we're looking at the Genji ball here. Lucio's right here, free kill pretty much. All the half health. If we have Lucio and Venture and Sojourn all here, looking at him instead, even ball he just dies. Lucio just falls over here.
This ends now.
Which we overclock and still get that. That's huge still. Probably didn't have to use overclock there. We probably should have gotten the kill if we just looked at him focused together, but not terrible investment. We are at alt disadvantage. How's the alt tracking, Grin? Do you know? I don't know if they told you. I know you weren't in for their comms, but did they tell you how the alt tracking was, or if you're still in the chat? Because we want to make sure we're alt tracking that sound barrier. Okay. No worries, just figured I'd ask. Because we want to make sure we're tracking that sound barrier. Hopefully sound barrier 2, a laser sound barrier here. Sound barrier? Yeah, okay, huge. Then we get a Lucio here, it looks like. Nice. And Kiri? No, nice. So even they ulted first, we still won. Because we timed our ults well and got... Oh, you're good, Rin, you're good. So even though they ulted first, we timed our ults well and had good ult usage. Second, later B, encountering the blade. Good Kitsune. Seems like we win. Oh? Maybe not. Damn, yeah. What happened there? Let me see. We had that for like so long with minefields. There's good Kitsune. The beat comes out for the blade. They get the Lucio, we get the Kiri. Tracer lives on the outside for a bit. Oh, got picked off by Tracer. Ball get hit. Yeah, they just kind of outmaneuver us. If we ideally we wanted to look at the Tracer there because it was just Tracer and Tracer, Genji, and Ball for a while. So like again, ignoring the Ball, I think we put too much priority on looking the Ball there. If we looked at the Tracer and Genji more, we probably won that fight, but I'm sure we still come back. We have Ventral and Minefield versus their Kitsune, so not the worst thing.
Excavation initiation.
Keep in mind, this Lucio's right here. We want to look at this Lucio. This Lucio is our first target. Kiri has way more escapability than Lucio. We want to get this Lucio, and then try to get the Kiri after she burns her cooldowns. I mean, even Kiri there's not bad, but as long if we can get her and she uses her cooldowns, but Lucio's much more easier to target most times. Nice minefields. Our target party kind of looks like it's all over the, or target focus looks like it's all over there a bit, but works out in the end. Nice.
Score 1-0. Ready for battle.
So we're switching up. I like the Lucio Bap with the Lucio Bap cast with the Orisa. Venture still goes pretty well with it. Kind of have similar comps.
Ready for battle.
Both players' goals is to rush on each other. Yeah, with their comp, we still kind of want to. They're on Soj now, so once we roll out, our primary target's gonna be this backline in Soj. Soj is pretty easy to get once we choose their slide.
Capture the objective.
Hi, soldier. Just want to make sure we're calling these cooldowns, like calling the slide, the TP, the Suzu. Those are the main ones. We can call Nemesis too. But as long we want to make sure we're alt tracking, calling the cooldowns that they're using. Those are pretty big things for us. Yeah, they just walked over us here. They kind of just played faster than us. Like, as soon as we see they're playing Rush, we honestly just want to walk here. They put way too much focus on the Ram here. Like, if we all walk together, we keep, like, Bap and Lucio, Bap Cass, like, right here. These three. And still nonetheless, of our Orisa Venture, you all just go on the... Venture Orisa just go on the Soldier and Kiri here. Pretty huge. We want to play fast with them, is our goal here. No, more so just... It's fine to play how you did. You played fine. I don't think it was a problem with you. But we want to just walk on their backline here. They walked first, which is how they won. They just played faster than us. Nice spear. Yeah, see, like, this is huge. Playing this fast, super huge. Yeah, that's what we want to see. That's what happened there. Going super fast on the Lucio, or super fast on their Soch. That was massive. And Rom's pretty low. We should be looking at Rom here, just because he's so low. If not, looking at Soch. Yeah, okay. Looking at the Kiri instead. Yeah, huge. Let me just clean up after that. Nice. That was good. We went really fast on their Lucio. Got the win. That's the goal. We want to go faster than them. If they go faster than us, I mean, it's not guaranteed we'll lose, but it puts us in the worst spot. We won't be the aggressors. Nice. Nice pick. Soldier died here. Nice, huge. See? We went first again. We made the first plays. Got the first picks, and we won that fight. In the first fight, we went really slow, and they won because of it. But after that, we've been walking faster. Hey, Grin, welcome back. Huge combo. Nice. See, again, we went first again. You comboed some ults, huge. Make sure we're all tracking though. If we're all tracking, we should know that they're pretty close to. Though they have Kitsune and Annihilation, but they should not have beat in this range. Calus's died first every fight. Like, if we're tracking that, we should know that they probably don't have beat for a while, so we have a free high noon or free window. Whatever we want to do here. Yeah, they're walking pretty fast here. Good zone, noon. Nice. Lucio could die here. Yeah, there's just too many of them. Nice though. That wasn't bad. We got Annihilation now. We traded High Noon for it, which is honestly not a bad trade. Annihilation's a way better ult, so. That trade's honestly pretty damn good for us. Again, Lucio right here. Once our team's back, we want to just amp speed on this Lucio. Kill this guy immediately. Oh, we did give window. I didn't see that. Damn. That was not a good trade for us then. I mean, it's all right. they're just gonna have a couple ults. I assume they win the next fight or so, with like Kiriko Blade, but I mean, we'll see how it plays out. I mean, we're even. Oh no, we're down one now. Yeah, okay. I mean, we got Blade that for free though. That wasn't bad. I used an ult for that. We're gonna have a Terra Surge again soon here. Could be a little later there, but that beat's not terrible. Again, Lucio, pretty exposed here. We're looking at the ROM a bit too much again. Lucio's sitting right here. We look at him, he just dies. Our cast is looking at him, but we need more than just our cast looking at him, you know? If our BAP looks at him, or Orisa looks at him, pretty free kill. Also, Lucio and Venture, I mean, Lucio's chill, I guess, where he is, but he probably should want us to be the Orisa a little more. Venture's fine. Just worried our Lucio getting picked off here. Hello, Artho. Artho, are you in this game? I know you're on the team. Are you in this game? Or I know if you were on alt or something. Oh, next map. Okay. I didn't know if the BAP was you or the Venture was you. I didn't know if you had alts, so. It's fine if we die or get out fast, we can regroup, get in one more fight before it. Again, want to gun for this Lucio. This is pretty free. Kiri's fine too, like I said, but Lucio's pretty low here. So nice, killing the Kiri. Good Terra Search, pull him back. Zone point. Again, Lucio can die here. Nice. Cass. Nice. We just clean up the ROM, hopefully. Hopefully we don't lose the Annihilation, but... Oh boy. On for it. Yeah. We got Grin kinda cooked us there. If we played a little more, not grouped up, but like helping our Orisa more on point, maybe we had that. There was 3 of us there, and we were kind of a bit split from each other. But it's also Annihilation, so it's kind of hard to fight against here. Okay, here we go. Southern Pharmacy. Similar comp, but just far instead of the... I think it was Genji? We're back to the ball comp, okay. Yeah. Alternatively here, Grin, and for the rest of the team, we can run, I said earlier to run 1-2-2 split with Lucio, Venture, Kiri, Sojourn, and Ball. Alternatively, we can have Ball and Venture just on their own and do like a 1-1-3 split and keep Soj, Kiri, Lucio together. Like have our core stay together and then our Ball and Venture call the targets, so Kiri and Soj fire into that. Either one of those is fine. It really depends how our playstyle is as a team, but I think kind of keeping those groups together is good here. So right now we're pretty split. We have Lucio down main. Our Lucio should be with our team. This spot should save for like 2 months, I think. I can post it on YouTube otherwise, and YouTube will save it forever if you want. I think it saves on Twitch for 60 days. So, but Lucio should be with our team here. We gotta be feeding our team, and our Ball can. You don't need the other Ball, Lucio. You can kind of just want to keep our Soj and Kiri faster here. It's 7 days if you don't have. I think it's a certain amount of followers or something, but like I have the T3 finals IOWL from a month ago. So I mean, that was back in June, I think. So it should be chill. I can post it on YouTube though if you want. I don't mind posting on YouTube, but that way it's permanent saved. Yeah, fighting the small room is not the greatest for us, just because it limits our Balls and Venture's movement here. We kind of want to bring them to point, or bring them to the right side here, ideally. Plus, Pharah is really going to get a lot of impact in this small room, but tactical death, is that right here? Nice kills though. Get the Kiri here. Nice. Worked out, yeah. Was a good fight. Oh, okay. That was a good fight though. That was a good fight. I think holding this like this open area here is much better for us though. It gives us a lot more room to navigate our slams and our digs and stuff, and look for pretty good railgun shots. Plus they're on Pharah now, but with the Pharah, that small room's kind of a death trap. But I'm curious why they went Reaper here, but we'll see how it works out. Oh, is that the death right there? Lucio, huge gun, Lucio. Yeah, we kind of just lose that. How did Sojourn not see you? Hello? Brother, that Sojourn looked right at you. Ain't no way. Yeah, right? that Sojourn legit looked right at you. I don't know how she not see you. Again, I like this. We're grouped up together here, down main. When our ball comes to engage in here, we call the dives. Or we call the slams, and then our Venture goes in with you. Soj looks for railguns. Huge slam. Hold on 1 second. What happened to Discord? I didn't leave? Damn, I'm sorry. Alright. Soldier, were you calling your slams on ball here? In these maps? Just curious, because when you're playing ball, we got to be okay, cool. Because if we're calling the slams, our Venture should go in with you, and Soldier and Kiri look for headshots and railguns on the slams. As long as we're calling the slams, then that's pretty good. I want to see I want to come to feature scrams, but I want to see us calling our play, like how we're playing, like what we're planning to do, like slamming in, going after Lucio, like calling targets, right? Tracking their ults pretty well, and calling what cooldowns they used as well. Those are the big things you should try to work on. Huge boop. Okay, we can go on Soj here. Soj is pretty low. Soj or Lucio, whichever one's lower, we go for them. Well, whenever there's next scrim, I'll try to make it to it, and I can be there to hear how the comms and stuff are. So I'm curious to see how the comms are. Good fight though. We got a huge boop on Grin. We got the priority targets on the Sojourn and Lucio focused, so worked pretty good. Yeah, you're chill. Alright, so they're coming right room. They're trying to force us into the room, which is fine. We just want to make sure we play around it. Like, this is good here. This early engagement here on the ball here. This is huge. Venture also can go crazy in this area if we use it. But, like, allowing our ball to get free, like, chip damage here. Like, see, that's huge. That slam into the carry, that was massive. We got early picks starting this fight. That's how we want to do things. Another nice pick from Caps. Huge. And at this point, just cleanup crew on the ROM. Nice. Good stuff. That early pick and the disruption from the ball really paid off there. That was a good follow-up. I think the Venture dive was a little late because we want to go with our ball when our ball's in there, and ball was leaving when you came in. But aside from that, like, balls come back in, we're pretty good here. Lucio comes in. Our Kiri and Soj can be up a little more if they really want to. Take like more angles. Like, you can play around the Mega here even. You're pretty safe here. Around the rock. Yeah, they were going in quick. They did pretty good. Well, here we can play around the rock instead of playing on bridge. Like, you have no sightlines on bridge here, unfortunately. If you play around the rock and the Mega, you can see it pretty much everyone here and still be pretty safe. I like how our Soj and Kiri are playing together. That should be how it is. That's working really good for us. Overall, when you all played faster, you guys won. Like, most of this map you played faster. Most of the first map, you guys played faster. The second map was a little bit rough sometimes, but when you guys played faster, you guys won. That's how we gotta do the things. So, let me get the next code. I like the aggression though. Scrim codes. Alright. Numbani. 8 CP 3DS. Oh, you want Dorado next? Sure. Dorado. Okay. 8F. Was it a roll for bubble or a roll against bubble? Because if it was a loss for greed, it's good to analyze losses. Against bubble, like we greed rolled them. Oh, okay. Yeah, and there's no point watching that then. There's not a ton you're gonna learn from a roll, so. I wish the camera movement was not so slow. I wish there was a setting for this, but it is what it is.
Ready for battle.
Yeah, it's on PC, just not console, I don't think. I can check, but I don't think there is. Oh, move. Oh, okay. I need to toggle a button to it. What button am I gonna toggle to it? What button am I not using? Circle, I guess. I can do RB. No, RB has playback speed. I'm gonna do circle. I don't think circle's being used for anything. But it doesn't even work. Hello? Bruh. I'm holding it. It's just not working. I don't know. I'll figure it out later.
Ready for battle. Ready for battle.
Were you guys doing bans in the scrim or no?
4,
Curious too for that.
ready for battle.
No bans. Okay, okay.
3, 2,
So the backline's kind of curious. Yeah, I like the Kiri, but you should have Lucio for doing that. I want to see how the Weaver. The Weaver would might just be up for opening, so we'll see how it plays out. But
1. Attackers incoming. Stop the payload.
Come on! Forward barrier activated! Initiating defense matrix!
see, right there, huge. We should go in for this Kiri right now. Like a full dive in this Kiri. We don't have a full dive really comp, but soft dive in this Kiri could go kind of crazy. Because we saw she used her TP. Going height instead. Soldier's one? Oh, they pulled Soldier, okay. Yeah, the Weaver attack is kind of rough, not gonna lie. If we play like a Lucio or on a Brig backline, could work a bit better. I like the Social Swap. Social Swap definitely better instead of the Widow. Weaver's good in defense. I'm a huge Weaver vouch, but Weaver on attack, I don't know. Kind of rough. Yeah, we're kind of just all over the place right now. There's not much to talk about. And if we're all over the place, their comp definitely goes way, like, it definitely is way better than ours. With the Diva and the Genji. they can make use of us being sloppy. Alright, getting in position for a dive, it looks like. Nice kill on the D.Va before the remake. Huge dive. That's a good dive right there. Alright, okay. See, that was a good dive though. Once we got one first good dive, worked out pretty well. The couple fights before that were a bit sloppy just because we couldn't get a good dive, but nice, we're diving here. Looking the Weaver. Yeah, they backpedaled super hard. We just couldn't get to them fast enough. If we had a Lucio there, could have gone better. That's another reason why I think the Lucio over Weaver could be better here. Helps us catch that Weaver there. Ooh, big bomb from them. Alright. I might only do these two for this one, but if I'll see if I have time to do a third one after this, but we'll see. Might just be the two for this VOD. Oh, huge pick on the D.Va. Nice punish on the carry. Get the D.Va and Sojourn here, and we're pretty good. Nice. In their comp, our first target's probably the Weaver. Not gonna lie. Weaver doesn't have much movement in terms of aside from his pedal and his dash. If we're tracking the pedal and know he used it already, he's a pretty easy target. Otherwise, looking for Soj is probably the next best one. But either one of those is a pretty good pick. A little bit far here, but your team can see you, so it's not a huge. That's a space creation. Nice. Again, social slide, getting Slosh here. It's huge. Nice. Kiri's pretty free. Yeah, nice. Looks like you all have good target focus this game. Nice pick on the Soj here. Our dives are pretty good, not gonna lie, but it was just the beginning of the map that was pretty rough. Nice, nice. It's a bit far from our Genji there. Good save though, good save from him.
This ends now.
We treated the Altus fight. It's not huge. It's not the worst for us. We got their overclock and their tree out. We used Primal and Kitsune for it. Not the worst thing, but if we see they popped a couple ults for that, probably don't want to pop Primal there. Save Primal for another fight. I want to see us dive in this Soj here. This Soj, Kiri, and Genji are all grouped up together. Pretty easy dive for us if we coordinate it here. Again, ignore the ball as much as you can. Don't let him disrupt us. He's just here to distract us. Nice pick on the carry. Well, that was close. I like our high ground control. High ground control is really good here. Help our Genji a bit. Nice tree. I think that we gotta work on finishing off targets a bit. Like when we're fighting on this point stuff. A lot of times when we're fighting like in scrappy fights like this, where we don't have like the coordination and control for it, kind of gets a little messy and we don't finish our targets fast enough. Again, same thing, we kind of want to try to fight for this height again. Get our Soj and Kiri in a position where they can get much more value. Unfortunate jump there. They pop in Blade here. Nice pick. Oh, they get us though. On for it. Okay. That was a questionable Blade, but if it works, it works.
30 seconds remaining.
Yeah, I mean, if it works, it works. We want to play slow as possible here. We can back out a little bit. Wait, buy time for our team to come back. We really want to be punishing these swishes here. Nice overclock. Yeah, I mean, it was scrappy at points, but looks like we come out on top. Again, I think the biggest problem is like once the fight doesn't go our way, and like we don't have the control of it, and we're kind of all over the place and separated from each other, like it kind of gets a bit rough. But in the fights where we do have control and we're getting successful dives, getting picks off early, like it we look pretty strong in the neutral.
Ready for battle.
It just mostly just the scrappy fightness. Not bad though, not bad though. The Weaver pick is interesting, but definitely, but it worked out, and they played it the same thing too, so can't even hate on it. Going back to the ball, okay.
Ready for battle.
Alright, there we go.
Ready for battle. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming. Stop the payload.
Again, our goal in this comp with the ball, anytime we have the ball, is to look at his pile drives with him, and again, we want to play grouped up. We want to keep our Soj, Kiri, Weaver together here. Genji can kind of do some flanks and do some dive damage with our ball, but we want to keep our 3 core together, kind of like a 3-1-1 here. Our Genji can stay with us, or he can go off on his own if he feels comfortable, and we just want to make sure we're looking at our ball's pile drives. Big slam, yeah, that's what we want to say. The Genji dashes in, gets the Kiri after the slam. Huge. Perfect. Help our Genji. On for it. We got the Weaver though. Not terrible. Might want to disengage after that though. Their spawn's a bit closer. Especially if our Weaver dies here. Yeah. At this point we just want to try to get out. Playing for the poke is not bad. Our ball is still disrupting, doing his thing. Is our team's back? Yeah, okay. Our team's back, so we want to be looking for those dives again. For their pile drives. And caring for the Winston dives. On 4? Yeah, we just want to get out. Dyer, get out. Oh, I don't know about a minefield engagement. Like, we're down... okay, here we are. We're down 4 right here. You're the only one in here. The mine stops them from capping the point right away, but I don't think it buys enough time for your team to come back. We could just save that for, like, this next point height here. When they're diving height here, just place mines on the height and on the low ground here, where the payload's going to be, and alternatively, but, I mean, we'll see if it plays out. Yeah, the Winston kind of just clears it. Mine doesn't get a ton of value. Got the picks though on the back alleyway. Yeah, if we touch the point, it would have worked out, but didn't really get the touch there in time. Bro was in their spawn. Okay. What was that?
This ends now.
Yeah, the tank dead, we lose a lot of our engage potential. We're kind of on the back foot for most of the time, so once our tanks dies, like, we gotta try to either back out and play for more pokiness and avoid the dives, or just reset entirely. Nice pick. Okay, yeah, control this height. We want to have our Weaver, Kiri, Soshin height. Genji and Ball going for the dives together. Yeah, nice. If we're playing Weaver, we can pull our Genji more. Yeah, when our Genji gets in trouble in the back line, we can pull him more. Don't be afraid to pull him off cooldown. Essentially, like if he gets to that 1 HP and he's in their team, I don't think pulling him is a bad play at all there. Plus, pulling him back height resets for the next fight, and we can just get an easy next engage. So. Big slam. Huge dash in the Genji. Yeah, our coordination with the slam ball on the ball is really good. Ball definitely looks like our best look so far. The Winston was a bit rough, but we can work on it, and I don't think the Orisa was bad at all. But ball definitely is like our bread and butter.
This ends now.
Okay, yeah, I mean, Mauga's pretty good if you want to run him for a rush. But I mean, we look really good with the ball. Like with the Genji's always ready to go in the dives. Our backline's playing pretty well with it. Like this ball look looks really good for us. On the first map, it looked really good too. Like I like this ball look a lot. I think we can work on our Winston if we really want to, and I think our rush could use a bit of work, but our rush wasn't even that bad. So the ball definitely is like our go-to. It should be because we look really good, really strong in this comp. They swap the ball themselves, okay? See, Soldier's so inspiring. He's just making them swap the ball.
This ends now.
Alright, yeah. I mean, practicing the ball is never a bad thing. I mean, especially if like we're going into the leagues, like, we can be like top tier ball team. There's not many ball teams, and like I doubt anyone can really handle it, especially in T2. But yeah, I mean, working on the rush comps is never a bad idea. If we're playing ball, we don't necessarily need Winston. Like we're playing ball on maps like this, we don't need the Winston, but No, yeah. I think our ball looks really good. I think just working on rushes could be a big thing for us. Then again, you can force ball on almost every map. So like, if we really wanted to run this kind of lineup on every map, this kind of setup. Yeah, if they ban ball, then definitely we need more other options. So I agree. But like most maps, I think you can actually force ball. Like the Korean players do it a lot in pro scene. Like it's not a bad thing if you're good at it. You can force it at any tier, any rank. So I think we could run this on like a Busan. We could run this on a Lijiang like we did. We can run this on Oasis. We can run it on even a Kings. Kings is crazy, but we can run on that. No, I'm not saying that, but I'm saying like if Soldier's like a top tier ball in T2, you know, like you guys can force it. If you're the best ball team in T2, no one's gonna be able to stop you. You know, I'm not saying like pro scene players, but I'm saying like pros can force it at their rank. I'm sure you guys, if you're good enough, can force it at T2 rank. You know, if no one can counter, no one can mash you, like who's gonna stop you? You know. But then you have to worry about bans. So, and I'm sure it will get banned if you guys become like the ball team. Yeah. I think having the Winston or some other dive tank though would be good if you guys do get target banned.
What's up?
Alright. I guess I can still try to look for a fight on third. We can run third to get this high ground as fast as possible. This small room here is not really the best. Like, yeah, your Winston's cracked. This small room's not really the best. Really limits what we can do, and they have way better sightline here. They can take multiple angles. They can do both staircases. Like we want to just kind of get out of there and fight for the high ground control on second or on third. Yeah, okay. Again, we can use pedal to get on the high ground. Here on the high ground. We definitely want to be sitting on the high ground here, though. We don't want to be sitting on this low ground here. It's way too vulnerable. Yeah, again, I think the main thing is just look at all this real estate here. Like, this is just free real estate right here. No one's on height. We can have, if we get our Soj and Kiri on height, taking different angles. No, I think taking different angles is always good, no matter like any comp really, especially with a Kiri and Soj in the mix. Like, that's why I think taking height here is super good. Like, if we have height control here, there's nothing they can do but force us off height, and they're not doing that. They're not taking height control themselves. Like, we want our Kiri Soj at least playing up here. Weaver can play up here too. But we shouldn't all be stacking in low ground. Like, our Weaver's very vulnerable down here. Kiri's somewhat vulnerable. I don't know where Soj is. Soj died. Yeah, or they're on cast now. But like, again, Ulex's high ground when we have it, they're not on here. Like, we can just take it for free. But to answer your question, I think multiple angles is always good, especially in the ball comps. Like, I mean, these maps are pretty linear in terms of this, but like, utilizing high ground with the ball comps on like a Dorado or an Ambani per se, is good. And then like on more flat maps, like the Lijiang for example, taking the multiple angles is good. You can take other angles. Like Kiri could easily like play down here by herself if she really wanted to, and poke out here. And then TP back once she gets pressured. But like I think most of the dive maps, like the Bonnies, Dorados, etc., just keeping high ground control is what we want to do. Again, on the flat maps, like the control maps and such, like taking angles on those ones, definitely want to do. Want to prioritize taking angles and going off with like 2 people or 3 people, having them by themselves and the others do their own thing. I think it matters a little bit less on these maps because again they're more linear. but still want to be controlling the high ground here because we haven't used any third point high ground control at all in this point here. See, now we're going to high ground. But it took us what, like a whole minute and a half, 2 minutes even to go to high ground.
60 seconds remaining.
Reckon we did win those fights, but we just want to make sure we're using the high ground as much as possible. Cause see, now they have to force us to come off high ground. So big minefield in the small room. Yeah, they're just cooked, bro. That was a huge play, huge minefield. We probably didn't need Blade there. I think the Blade may have been a bit overzealous. Could have probably saved it for like, I don't know, their Sojourn overclock or Kitsune rush, but not the worst thing in the world. You're fine. You don't have to say sorry. But look how much easier it's been for us since we took high ground. Like, they have to walk up here to take it from us, and like with a ball comp, like with Winston it's a bit easier to take high ground, but with a ball comp it's not the easiest to take high ground.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah, nice engages and the three all there. Again, our Kiri Weaver are playing bit back. That's good for them, as long as they're staying safe. Yeah, that was good. I think the big notes, big takeaways are like, on the dive map, want to prioritize height more. We did that good on second, but third point we did not have the best high ground control. We played low ground for most of it. In the rush, we want to be playing a bit faster. We were doing playing fast well in the ball comp, but always want to be faster first engaging, especially in the rush and ball comps, which we did. Like I said, we did find the ball comps, but in the rush we were a bit slow at times. Then again, I think just taking multiple angles, especially in the ball comp, like having the Kiri Sojourn on their own and the Lucio Venture together, and the ball doing its own thing is fine. Like a 1-2-2 split, like I said. Alternatively, you can have the Lucio Sojourn Kiri together and having Venture Ball doing their own thing. Having like a 1-1-3 split, like you can split it up, but having the different angles from your team, so that you can just collapse and from all different angles and get them, is always the best, especially with ball. So. But yeah, hopefully that was helpful. I can do more VODs in the future. I know you guys had another scrim previously against Hypnos. I can go over that one if you like. Not today, but another day. Assuming this patch should still be available. Yeah, the patch is still around. But yeah, I can definitely go over that if you'd like. But no, pretty good stuff. I mean, you guys played pretty well on almost everything. Yeah, I think that'd be good. Because if you practice engage timings, like, it's fine with playing group together. It's pretty easy in that sense. But once you take multiple angles, like, if we have multiple angles, they have to look at, the different angles. Like, they can't let us get poked out by a Sojourn Kiri on one side and then Venture on one side. They have to pick who they want to go after, which gives other ones free space and free angles. And then working on engages like that is much harder than just being grouped and engaging. Because if we're all split, we want to make sure we have good engages on, like, our eyeballs slamming. Let's make sure we're throwing the drop during there and stuff. Yeah, of course. Hopefully it was helpful. I'll do another VOD review in the future. Whenever I can for the Hypnos one. Then if there's another scrim down the road, you said not this week probably. Coaching chip would be crazy. But if there's a scrim in the future, next week or whenever, I'll try to make it if I can. As long as I have my own scrims. But thank you guys for coming and watching the VOD. And thank your stream for watching. Have a nice night.